Okay, so I bleached my hair again, and I meant to record it, but I didn't press the record button on the camera after I set it up. So you're just gonna get to see the after. But you can already tell that it's so much lighter. I bleached it pretty much the same way with the same exact product, so it's not that important that you didn't see it. This time I only left it on for 15 minutes. And it's pretty much, I mean, there are a few spots that aren't quite to the pale yellow that's preferable before you tone it. But this is probably as much as I'm comfortable bleaching it on my own. If I was going to bleach it anymore, I would wait at least a week. But I'm probably not going to do that this time. I'm probably just going to tone it. Especially since I'm kind of putting a darker color on top. So I will take another video when it's dry, and I'm gonna give my hair a break for at least a few hours before I tone it. I don't tone my hair while it's wet. I wait till it's dry. So that'll be the next thing that you see.
Okay, so it's been several hours, and you can tell like my hair wasn't really messed up by the bleach or anything. I have obviously I'm gonna have like some split ends, and but my hair's not really dry or messed up or anything. However, my scalp does feel rather like tight, almost like the skin is tight, just from being dry. That'll go away in a couple days. But I'm gonna go ahead and tone my hair because I have to work tomorrow, and I don't really want to work with yellow hair. This is the toner I am going to use. This is the Ion Color Brilliance Bright White in Spring Blossom. You can kind of tell from the box it has like a pinkish tone to it, and it does kind of tone your hair to pink, like very, very slightly. It is not going to end up this color. A lot of people think it will end up being like really light pink, but it's really just, it's still gonna be blonde with just like a slight pink tone. I started using it recently, and I like it a little bit better than the Wella toner. Just for a few reasons. This one is thicker, and I like that a little bit better than using the liquid. But also, I just kind of like the way this one develops more than the other one. And according to the instructions for toning, I'm supposed to do a 1-2, so 2 ounces of color for 4 ounces of developer for, where did it go? 10 to 15 minutes. But that's not the way I do it. To get it to tone more, take out the yellow and have more of a pink tone to it, I do 1-to-1. I still do use the tinned up developer, but I do not use the Ion one. I still use my one and only Argan Oil Cream developer, and it's still volume 10. And I'm only going to use half the tube. So if there's 2.5 ounces in here, I'm going to use 1 ounce. Hopefully that'll be enough to cover my entire head. If it won't, then I guess I will use the entire tube. Sorry, I dropped a glove. The gloves first. Since I've used this before, I know that the 1-to-1 works for me. If you've never used this developer before, you're supposed to do a strand test. But I would suggest starting with the 2-to-2, like it recommends. Like it in the instructions it comes with like a whole list of basically ways, different uses for this dye or this toner, and stuff like that. So I just use half the tube and then close it back up. It doesn't want to close. So now it's in half, more or less. I just did it down to the number on the side. If it's focused, I can't tell. But there's little numbers on the side. And then we're just gonna pour an ounce of developer in my little measuring cup and pour it in the bowl. And then I'm just gonna mix it. But once it's mixed together, that's kind of what it looks like. Yeah, obviously I can't show you too much without spilling it. This time I'm not really gonna section my hair. I think I'm just gonna kind of like hold it back and start with the sides. So it's pretty covered. So I'm gonna put a cap on and let this develop for, I think it says 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, so probably 15 minutes. Ow. So, there we go. Pretty much what it's gonna look like, and then I'll take a short video before I rinse it out, and then I'll video again after I rinse it, and then one more time once it's dry so you can see it, and can decide then if I need to tone it more or if I'm ready to dye it, which I probably won't do until tomorrow evening. So it's been 15 minutes and this is what it looks like after it's developed. You can see it kind of has a pinkish tone to it, but you can already tell that my hair is much less yellow and much more beige colored. So I'll make another short video once it's rinsed out, and then another one when it's dry. Okay, so this is what it looks like all rinsed out. Most of the yellow came out. It may still be a little yellowy, but I think it did tone to beige. Okay, see. All the way around. So I'll look at it again when it's
dry. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna tone it again because I am planning on putting that mauve color on it again, and this should be plenty light enough for that. But I am not going to put any more color on it tonight. I probably won't do it until maybe late tomorrow night, because my scalp is really sensitive right now, and it's pretty, I don't know, you can't really tell. It doesn't look too red or anything, but it's sensitive, so I don't really want to put anything else on it, even just like the vegetable dye or the unnatural color that doesn't lift at all. I don't want to put it on there yet. So I will show you guys what this looks like when it dries. Okay, so this is what it looks like completely dry. You can see that most of it is like a beige blonde, and some of it's more white blonde on the ends that were bleached before. But it came out pretty good. There's really no yellow to show you that the roots are a little bit different than the rest, but that's okay because they're putting that mauve color over it. So I don't think I need to tone it or anything again. So the next step is to put the mauve in, and I will do that within the next week. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it tomorrow because my scalp feels really sensitive. But if I don't do it tomorrow, I will do it within the next week.